when you realize that you have a different life dream. So this is a little bit different. This is not a precondition. This is not like this person has a characterological flaw. There's no pathology here, right? This is simply just, we want different things. And the things that I need in my life to fulfill my life dreams and my calling are actually mutually exclusive to my partners. So for me to get what I need, they would have to be compromising themselves too much. Or for them to get what they need for their life dreams from a conscious, intentional place, right? Not from a maladaptive place, would have to cause me then to compromise what's really important to me. And that's really not something you want for people that you love. So let's say your life dream is to have children and your partner doesn't want to have children. You can't make somebody have a child. Like whoever says no to that is going to win, because there's only going to be resentment and it's only going to cause problems down the line. So then you'd have to really ask yourself, is that something I'm willing to sacrifice? If you can say wholeheartedly yes and not have resentments, well then great, then that's your choice. But if you think that saying yes to that is going to cause resentment in the long term, it's not worth it. And sometimes you think you won't have resentment, but then you still do. So you have to be very, very, very careful with this one. And the thing to realize too about this and remember is that it doesn't make anybody wrong. Another example would be like, I really want to live in the country and my spouse really wants to live in Manhattan. Well, we could compromise and say we're going to live in the suburbs, but then neither of us is happy, right? So how do we come to that decision? Now, sometimes you can find a way to say, we're going to take turns. I'll have my life dreams for these 5 years, and then for the next 5 years, it'll be your way, and you can alternate. If you can do that, fantastic. But I'm talking about situations where you've come to the table many times, you've tried to negotiate your differences, and what you ultimately realize is that the kind of life and the kind of relationship that my partner wants to have is fundamentally so different from the kind of life and relationship that I want to have, that there's no way that we can both be happy. And if it doesn't work for both of you, it doesn't work for either of you. So that's it. Those are the 5 things that I think are the biggest reasons why it's okay to walk away from a relationship, for the sake of your health, for the sake of living your life dreams, because I do think that we all have callings. I do think that we all have our own paths. This is just my belief. You might not agree. I think we all have a spiritual path, whether or not we even identify as being spiritual or having a spiritual path. It's just that sometimes we just know, like, this is not for me, right? This is not for me, and this is for me. And sometimes when we feel pulled into a direction, that's a calling, and it's something that we should listen to, and that there is something relational and healthy about honoring ourselves. Because like I said at the beginning of this talk, when we are honoring ourselves and filling up our cup and lighting ourselves up with our purpose and fulfilling our life dreams, we are a blessing to everybody that we love, to everyone in our orbit. And so it's not like you're saying no to relationships by walking away from a marriage. It's more like saying, I'm going to prioritize different relationships that are going to be more supportive to what I'm here for in this life.